Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I'm actually extremely excited to be here with you guys today. Starting the week strong, making sure that every Monday right now we have an extra stream to really make sure that we are as active as possible, and you know, we can trade more often together. Couldn't be better than that. So welcome. Hope you guys are all doing well, and hope you guys are ready. You guys know the playbook, you guys know the rules we're following here, the patience we have, the structure we bring into our trading, the confidences we are looking for. So make sure that we're following our rules tightly, and if so, we should be ending with some nice profits this week. It's gonna be a big week here. I'm excited. We have the NFP at the end of the week here, so we're also gonna close the week strong as well. So absolutely amazing. If you are here listening right now, press a W in the chat. Let's bring in some energy. And we're gonna bring in our man Thomas as well very shortly. And let's see where he will be in a second here. So yes, guys, welcome to the stream. Let me set some things up real quick. There we go. There we go, beautiful. One second, guys. There we go. There we go. We have some good stuff here for gold today. So I think there is some nice opportunities here in regards to some gaps, also the open in general, and the dollar. We're going to talk about the dollar also in a second. It's going to have a major impact in regards to today's session for gold as well. And there is one more pair that I'm looking for today. This is not GJ. It is actually the euro against the US dollar. So just so you know, this is what we're looking for. And yeah, let's see how we can do it. There we go. We should be able to catch this. There we go. I was waiting for this one. Okay, amazing, guys. Welcome to today's session here. Let me know who is new here in the chat, if there are some new guys as well. Overall, thank you for the support. In general, lately we have been absolutely crushing it in Discord. We are now at 11,256 members. A little update as well in regards to our YouTube. Let's see where we at. Everything is growing. The community is growing. And also all the new guys that joined our V3, our private group. I want to wish you a warm welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's session where we went over order blocks, candle structures, and everything in that sense here. Big shout out to Thomas for supporting us well in that end here. We're at 32,300. We gained around 1,000 last week. So can we go to the 33K this week? I do believe it's possible with you guys. And this is something that we have to do together, of course. And yeah, the Discord speaks for itself. We're constantly building, improving, and taking our chances here. I quickly want to remind you about one particular thing, and that is Funded Next. All right, Funded Next has a 40% off for packages for the 6K, 15K, and 25K accounts. This ends today. So today's your last chance. Links in the description if you want to join, or in the chat will pop up in a second here. Just so you know, the last day is today. More information is also in Discord, but you can also click on the link in the description. So if you guys are ready for gold, you know, press a gold in the chat, and then we start with our gold analysis for the weekly, daily, coming down to the 1 hour, 30 minute, and potentially even the lower time frames. But overall, there is some potential today. There is some potential today in regards to gold here. Banger, welcome, my man. I'm going to give a couple shout outs as well here. Snowfall, welcome. Great to have you here. Mick Terror. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 7. Official. Benzema. Times. Trader FX, as always. Primus. Snowfall. Ready to learn new things and make some profit on my funded challenge. Pavel, amazing, amazing. Atomic Habits. John Fox. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. There we go. Let's kick it off, guys. Let's start it up. If you want to follow our spreadsheet, you know where to find it. It's in the description as well. Or you can press a explanation mark followed by journal and you will find it and popping up by Nightbot. Shout out to Nightbot. All right, so let's dive into the gold chart here. So first of all, what we're seeing on the weekly right now is that we opened and we came down initially. All right, so we opened when we came down to the 1950 and we shoot up and we came back up towards practically where we closed the last week, which is around the 1960, the 1959, roughly that level here. You see right now at this particular moment that we are pushing up with gold. So we created that candle to the downside here. As you guys can see, we opened our candle bearish and we followed up and now we're flipping green. All right, so this is good to know in that sense here. Still want to highlight that there is a small gap within this candle structure right there. This is between the 1943 and the 1935. This is a weekly gap that has not been filled yet. Just still want to highlight that particular gap right there. Because that's the scenario, that's the case right now. Just want to make sure that this is highlighted. All right. Then going into the daily chart, we have something else as well here, which is then the daily candle. This is not on every broker the case. I checked out multiple brokers here in general, and you can see that when looking at the daily for gold on this channel, this is Blackpool Markets here. You see that there is a tiny wick on the bottom end for this particular daily closure. But if you go to Awanda, there is no gap. So there is no bottom wick. I do trust Awanda in many layers, and especially in regards to liquidity. That is on that broker. It's a massive broker. So in general, I do trust potentially that particular candle structure, which is the no bottom wick below that level. So I do want to highlight that level right there, just in case we are flipping again. All right, there could be a scenario where we still would come down, a minor gap in combination with a no bottom wick of the daily chart here. So do take that in consideration. But we're looking like we're increasing in strength right now because the dollar is not particularly strong at the moment. So we're going to go to the dollar in a second here. But if you come back here to the daily chart, and let's take it straight away to the 1 hour. We're now flipping the previous daily body. Okay, this is already a relatively good sign here. But coming back to the 1 hour, there are a couple things that I would like to look at here. One is that we bounced back from this area of the month here. All right, right there at this specific moment, we bounced back, came in, came down, while building liquidity to the upside while we're coming down. We tapped into that zone and now we are kind of shooting up from there. Okay, so overall, gold is looking quite nicely. A couple things that I would like to show you guys here when we're coming back towards this level. I highlighted already a couple of them previously. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Let me know where it is here. There we go. I'm not sure if it was on this one, yeah, okay, it is on this one right here. So let's take it to the 1 hour. Okay, and we came back into that zone. As you can see on Blackpool, we didn't mitigate it that particular level. On Awanda, we did. So that's important to mention. A couple things. So first of all, we have the daily flip. That's exactly where we are right now. All right, we are now right here at the daily flip here. If you look a little bit closer, shout out to Prime, my man. We might do a giveaway today. That would be absolutely fantastic here. So we have the daily flip right here. Okay, which is at 1959. We're actually breaking now the daily flip. That's one layer that is important to mention. When coming back to the previous weekly low, of course, the previous weekly low is all the way down. That's this level right here. This is what we call the previous weekly low here at 1942.5. I think that's important to also mention this particular level for in the future or for later this week. And then another layer, and I think that's an important one as well, is the strong resistance we have here. Okay, so we have a strong area of resistance right now at this specific level, which is practically around the 1962.85. So it's this level right here. Okay, we have been coming up above this level right now, or we tried to push up. We didn't or never closed a level below, and you can see clearly that this level contains, you know, some serious confluences. So we have number one, this area where we face some resistance right now. We held some support as well here, and we face some resistance around that level. And again, you see now that they're facing again some resistance as well straight away around this level. We can take it a little bit more to the body as well if you want to. We could put it down a little bit, but I think the major levels are still at the 1962. Sorry, not 1962. 1962. This is an important level. If we did break that level, we don't have much traction here. Okay, there is still a nice gap above here, which is really nice. If you do close a body above that level here, I do see some more potential right above that particular zone. So as you can see on the 30-minute, this is where we face serious resistance before. So if we close above that level, then I think we have something very nice here. We have a nice gap until practically the 1973. And what is happening at the 1973? Well, the 1973 is giving us something very, very nice here. Gavin Glack, my man, thank you so much. We're gonna give it back later today to somebody here in the chat. So, 8-hour rejection candle. Okay, if we take this to the 8-hour right here, you can already see that we have that candle structure right there. That's the 8-hour rejection candle here. This is where we flipped. We got rejected from this one. We created a double top. This is what we call the double wick reversal confirmation. Okay, and we shoot down from there. That gap is, or pretty much that closure happened at the 1971 right there. Okay, the 1971.15 here. But if you go to the 30-minute chart here, that is right there. Okay, that is practically the low of this overall range, and this is kind of where we started that range here before we started to, you know, reverse and shoot down. All right, on the lower time frame right now. So if we can close above the 1962, I think we can take it all the way straight away to the 1971. So that could be a very nice move. Hopefully it happens today if we break through, and that level would then contain, or would then give us potentially a nice, beautiful 80 pips, 80 pip trade setup. If we continue that journey here, we break above here, and if we can come down to that, or if we can come up to that particular level right there. So that will be a nice 80 pip move. If we do break out here, we see the daily flip here. We can buy above this level, and we can take it all the way to the 8-hour rejection candle on the higher time frame. So that's like a nice 80 pip move here. Of course, we're not going to get that 80 pip move perfectly. Why? Because you're going to break out, you're going to close a little bit higher, the next candle comes into play, you know, so we might lose a little bit of traction from there, but overall we should be able to catch a really nice move to the upside right here. If you do turn around here, okay, and the dollar, and this is an important level to look at, if the dollar holds above this particular level, and we're seeing that correlation happening here. The only thing that I would like to mention about the dollar today, for now at least, is that we opened bullish. This was the moment we opened, particularly the Sunday open right here. So we opened bearish, we went bullish, we held support here, we came above here, and we got rejected. And we created kind of a double top rejection here to the downside right now. So that's why I'm personally leaning more towards bullish momentum in general for gold, and more bearish momentum for the dollar today. If you do, for some reason, decide to hold here, you know, in this level, and we push up again, yeah, then of course gold can turn around here and flip. And if gold will turn around here and flip, then I think potentially there is a chance that we would potentially take it to the daily. And then we are looking to see where we are kind of flipping bearish, and if there is some potential from that front right there. But that could include that then we might be going for the daily candle, the previous daily candle here that we closed on a Friday, which is then at the 90.45. So that could be like a 90.45 target, but that all depends on the dollar. So far, it seems for me that we just shoot up here. Okay, we consolidated, we expanded, we flipped. Now we're building liquidity to the downside. We came up, we got rejected at the 70.5, 79%. And now we are closing below the Sunday open here. This is where we opened the market, particularly for the dollar. And it could be that right now at this particular moment, we could shoot down and potentially come back up to fill that major gap and that major expansion that we have seen before already. So therefore, if that's the case, gold is going to move up here, most likely. And therefore, I remain for now bullish on gold here for today's session pretty much. If anything changes with the dollar, yeah, we will find out very, very soon here. Same for the Euro USD. The Euro has a fantastic level right here, a beautiful area of resistance right now at this specific moment. Oh, my bad. I clicked the wrong button here. Give me 1 second. Let me share the screen with the V3 fam. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. 1 second, guys. There we go. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, if EU right here breaks that level here, okay, and we break above this zone, we might be pushing up here for EU as well if the dollar decides to break the particular low. So that's the low I wanted to break, the 101.580. Okay, that's the level for the dollar to break. And if that level breaks down, then I want to see Euro breaking, of course, above it. And we can also look for a potential long scenario for the Euro US dollar for today. If we get rejected here at this area of resistance and we break this particular low, it's pretty straightforward. What are we looking for then? That's at like 110.005. Potential sells for the Euro USD. So either a breakout or a breakdown for the Euro USD. It doesn't really matter. I'm personally leaning more towards a breakout, but I mean, anything can happen during the New York Open here. And we will find out. We will find out from there. So let me know if you guys are ready for today. And let's see what happens. Overall, I do like the potential here for today's session. I do like to see us breaking the highs here, and if that's the case, we might be able to take that particular move to the upside. So let's get it going. Again, we are now at what, 7.2. Overall, a nice 10 grand on our trade history for the last month. A little bit over a month right now. We're gonna reset the spreadsheet soon and start from scratch. We have a new month coming up as well here, so this is what's gonna happen. But for now, let's hopefully close our section bullish here, and then we just duplicate and open a new one. If you want to use this spreadsheet, you can look it up in the description. You can click on make a copy, and you can take it for yourself as well. I highly recommend you to do so. It helps you tremendously with collecting the data, even if you're not profitable yet. I think that's just a great way, in my opinion, of looking at it. If you're not profitable yet, still write down all your trades. I know it's boring. I know it's not nice to see that you're losing, but it's amazing for you, for your data. Everything that you're gathering is exactly what you want to do, because that only will make you a better trader over time and make sure that you improve and you know exactly what's happening, win or lose, and it only can get better from there. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Osako said, just got my funded account yesterday, anticipating passing it with you. Love it, man. Love it. Amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. Prime Fix says, love when I see Lorenzo Corrado analysis looking exactly like my own. Gives me a massive sense of confidence in my analysis. That's beautiful, bro. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Also, Lorenzo Corrado, is there any correlation between the dollar yen to gold or anything other than pairs? Well, you could potentially say that the dollar is negatively correlated with gold. So if the dollar is the dominating pair with the dollar yen, and the dollar is moving up, that this could be, or this could have a negative effect on gold here. However, you also need to understand that there has to be a negative correlation between the yen and the dollar, and that depends on different factors. So there is definitely some sort of negative correlation there, but it all depends on the yen as well. Other than Google Sheets, do you use any other journals to track? No, I'm pretty basic. Pretty basic, to be honest. We have our own limitless sheet as well. But no, pretty basic. I think that the Google Sheets works completely fine here. You know, make sure you can, you know, log in and check it out from everywhere. I don't like to just save a file on my computer and then just lose it somehow or somewhere. That's the main reason here. Adrian, nice analysis, new supper from Australia. Thank you. Welcome, Brenna. Hope you're doing well. EURUSD coming down. All right. Yeah, so this is the level I'm personally looking for here. Okay. If you do break down, in essence, these are the levels I'm potentially looking for. There are two levels here that I want to see kind of broken. And that could give us a nice safe continuation to the downside here. If we hold here somehow and the dollar comes up, it's a completely different story. EU looks like a hard short. Yeah, let's see. The dollar will determine a lot for that today. So if the dollar decides to shoot up, then from this particular level, then we know that the euro-US dollar can come down here. And what we can look at on the lower time frames is just a nice break to the upside for the dollar, followed by, in my opinion, a break of the Sunday open. All right, because you already can see right now that the Sunday open here, this is where we opened the market, immediately held as or was used as support, and also as resistance here. So that's the level to break. What do you think on GJ? We'll have a look at it in a second here. Overall, what we do on this stream is making sure that we always understand what the dollar is doing. It's kind of like the dollar is just our main foundation. It's really our bread and butter for everything, because the dollar has so much influence over the world economy and so much influences over other currencies, and there is so much money going around. Therefore, I just want to know what, you know, the dollar does. And from there on, I can kind of see, okay, the dollar is strong today, so we might see something like this and this happening. And then I look, okay, how are other currencies reacting to the dollar? And if that's then a strong, or it gives me like a strong contrast, you know, for gold or the EURUSD or whatever it is, then I know, okay, I can now focus on these particular pairs. So the dollar is our main foundation. With understanding the dollar better, I understand other currencies much better as well. And you can already see that if we come down here and we push down, the EURUSD is starting to slowly push up on the lower time frames as well here. So if you go to the 1 minute, you could see clearly that there is just a negative correlation between the dollar right now, right here, the dollar at this particular level, followed by the euro. Where's the euro? Euro. There we go. Right there. So you see the difference. Usually if the dollar pushes down, you see the euro-US dollar pushing up. So therefore it's important to understand the dollar and then move forward from there. So yes, overall, let's see if the dollar gets weaker, or if we during the New York Open in like 20 minutes here, starting to see an increase in strength for the dollar. Which could potentially direct us the other way around here. Waiting for some volume to come into the market. And I do believe that if the volume comes in, then we're going to see a potential outcome here. Hello, Lorenzo, Corrado. When I'm trading the US dollar yen, should I only focus on the dollar index and the yen basket? You got it, brother. You got it. You got it. Absolutely. That's what I'm personally looking for, indeed. Already, thank you for the 174 likes. You guys are amazing. Let's get these likes up here. We could go to the 200. That's very, very quick. So really, really do appreciate it. I'm just so excited, man. The Monday streams, opening the market with the fam. Could it be better? For all you guys that are doing a prop firm challenge right now, let's see what we can do. We're staying patient. We're not too greedy, especially if you're doing a challenge. We're not too greedy. Okay, we're taking our profits because every single trade that you take that can give you like a, you know, a little amount of profit here is already good. It's already nice. That builds your confidence overall. And, you know, small steps lead to big dreams. So many times where I personally did a challenge or I was growing my account at the beginning where I was like, you know what, this trade will be a monster. And guess what happened? I didn't take my profits. It was up 5R and it flipped and it came back down to my break even. And if I was not even careful and I was too greedy, I flipped my profits straight into a loss and I had to close my position. That's the worst feeling. The moment you are in massive profit, followed by flip, drawdown, and a reversal from there. Can you give us your opinion on the USD? We were just talking about it. I recommend to go a little bit back into the stream. But overall, we have a couple levels that we're looking for. We're facing strong resistance at this particular moment. Right now for the EURUSD here, we want to break this level. If you break these levels, with this particular level right here, and the dollar comes down and it breaks this level right there. So this particular low. Okay, so we come down, we start breaking this low here. If that's the case, then EURUSD long above this level. We have a really nice expansion here. There's not much happening. We had such an aggressive move to the upside that a breakthrough could lead us into, you know, some nice bullish continuation and a really solid recovery for the euro. If we do, however, flip and come down, might be looking at sells below the structures right here. All right, this would kind of confirm our reversal, coming down, breaking point, potentially next level breaking point, and then taking it down towards the lows here. So there are two scenarios, long or short. We're not here to predict the future. We're here just to act based upon what we're seeing. That's, I think, the way I would like to trade, or I'd like to trade the best, is when I'm trying to, you know, especially with you guys and we're looking for high probability setups. Not really here to predict, but just here to anticipate on the moves that are made in the market here. So we're just acting of what we're seeing instead of what we're thinking is going to come out. Lorenzo, when you look for buys above, do you take the wick or do you take the candle closure? So the candle closure is usually, the body is usually where I'm looking for. But it always depends on, you know, other levels, of course. It's not only just simply this level here or this level right here. And I'm just simply looking at the wicks. I'm looking at the history in the market and I'm looking, okay, where are we actually bouncing from? And you can see clearly we were faced from resistance before we broke through. At this particular level, we face some support, we face some resistance, and now we're facing resistance again. So this is just a serious level. If you do break that level, and we have a closure above, and that next wick comes down and it comes up to fill up that body and it flips that candle, with that gap, high likelihood of a high probability setup for a continuation to the upside. If you do turn around completely here, simple, I wait for structures to be broken. And yeah, we're gonna come down here. So dollar so far is holding here. So that could flip gold as well. Let's see where gold is at. Okay, gold's then getting rejected at this level here. We have the open in 15 minutes. And let's take it to the lower time frame for gold right now for a second. It's very important that we close this hourly candle above the Sunday open. Right, so this is Sunday open right here. Let me remove these sessions for a second here. There we go. There we go. It's very important that we close the hourly candle above this particular, above this Sunday open right there, which is the 101.701. Definitely want to see a closure above and not a wick closure below, because if you close the wick below, I think there is still a chance we would retest this level again and come down. If you close above it, we might see pullback one more time to the upside, which is going to push the EURUSD down, and of course gold as well here. So let's see. Yo bro, you look so shiny on your face. It's very hot here. It's very hot in Bali, that's for sure right now. EURUSD is bleeding. Yeah. For now, we have to see the hourly closure here. Do we have a wick above? Question mark. No top wick above here though. So I just still want to highlight this. Wait for the Judas swing on EU 8:30 New York time. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Here, let's see how we react. 30 minutes after the New York Open. We have a strong area of support right here, by the way. This is at the 110.185. For sure, let's wait for the hourly closure. And then based on that, we have the New York Open as well straight away. Let's see if some volume is coming into play here. And let's see where the New York Open closes, if we can close above here. Right above the Sunday Open. We never really talk about the Sunday Open because we usually don't stream on a Monday. But now because we're streaming on Mondays as well, we have to always mention the Sunday Open here a lot more. Because I felt that like on a Monday, it's really important to see where we're at. And how we move around it. Okay, please give an entry. So we have gold. We're looking either for buys above the 1962. That could be lead us to a nice continuation to the 8-hour rejection candle at 1971. If we get rejected here right now to the downside, I want to take it to the lower time frame. And I want to start looking at something below the 1957. Somewhat below the 1957. Yeah, something like that. For the EURUSD, strong move to the downside. So for now, we have two levels right here and a horizontal rejection again here. Okay, we have been looking at it now a couple times. If you do break this low here, yeah, this gives us like a strong potential continuation to the downside here, especially if the dollar closes above here and decides to push further up to the upside. But everything can happen around the Sunday Open, or New York Open, especially here. So we have no top wick on the top side here for the EURUSD. So do take that in consideration. That's why I want to see at least a break below this level for like a potential continuation to the downside. Why some people prefer not to trade on a Monday? I mean, the Monday sometimes can lead into like you know, a lot of manipulation, unstable price action, unstable volume, you name it. But there are tons of ways to wait and look for that extra confirmation in the market where you can still trade. And when it moves well, however, it's super subjective, right? It totally depends on your strategy, the way you trade, what kind of confirmation you're waiting for. All right, let's keep a close eye on the dollar. Vicky says, just bought my fund at next challenge. It just got serious. All right, beautiful. SK says, hi, just joined you. How are you? Okay, please share your vision for today's gold, please. Go a little bit back into the chart, or a bit back into the stream. We did a full analysis at the beginning of our stream here. And welcome, 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 welcome. Did you change your strategy? It depends when you came here for the last time. Do you trade copier? Not really, not really, not really, not really. Sometimes I did. I did before. Why are you targeting fair value gap if it can reverse? I do not particularly know which fair value gap you're talking about here. Which pair, which time frame? Last time I saw you trade as we see in trendline breakout, not marking your chart like by above here. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. Welcome back. Yeah, we have changed a couple of things up here. The reason why is because we did a poll and we had a 72 or 75% of votes, people that just wanted to trade gold. So eventually we kind of found a middle ground and we now trade between gold, GJ, US30, or sometimes just gold and then one Forex pair on the side. So it just depends a little bit. But this is what people want. And this is then what people get. For me, it does not matter. But some pairs require a little bit of a different approach. And especially if you want to look for the highest probability setups together. And, you know, also I traded on the 1 minute. That was working very well sometimes. But when it goes very quickly and there is a delay on the stream, then people miss out on trades sometimes because it's so quick and the move happens so fast. And therefore, you know, a couple of reasons why this is just better, while still looking at the dollar, the supply and demand, correlations, you name it. Okay, we're holding above the daily flip right now. Look at that. We have a closure in 4 minutes. This is the daily flip. This is the daily body. This is where we go from green to red, or from red to green. Okay, on the daily candle here. So right now you see that we're holding nicely above it here. If you look here on the 50-minute. So the daily flip is so far holding. So I personally would love to see the dollar coming down. And look at this. This is exactly what we're talking about here right now. You see it on the 1 hour happening. Dollar is so far getting pushed down. 4 minutes before the Sunday, 4 minutes before the daily, the 1 hour closure. And if you close below it, I am still leaning more towards downside movement for the dollar, which is going to cause potential upside movement for gold here. So that's why we wait for that closure, and that closure is so important. So yeah, we're gonna find out soon here. EURUSD is getting bought up as well. It has no top wick on the 1 hour candle. Erica, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Lorenzo, could you explain the difference between swap and swap-free account on FundNext? Also 1-step versus 2-step. So 1-step is pretty much a 1-step challenge, not a 2-step challenge. Okay. The rules are different though. So instead of a 10% overall drawdown, you can only allow yourself to have a 6% overall drawdown. And instead of a 5% daily drawdown, you can only allow yourself to have a 3% daily drawdown. So if your strategy is built up on that, which should be possible, it's a balanced based drawdown. So that means that if your account grows, your overall risk grows. So if you made 2% in 1 day, it still acts or counts as extra money. So that means that you can then, instead of 3%, you know, come back up to 5%, or your overall drawdown can grow as well. So that's the difference between step 1 and step 2. And swap free practically means that if you want to hold your trades overnight, that you pay a fee for it. So if you are a day trader or you are a scalper, you don't have to worry about that at all. If you are an intraday trader or you hold your trade longer, you know, than 24 hours, for example, you might be considering going for a swap-free account. Overall, guys, you guys are now with us here on a Monday, beautifully together here on stream. My recommendation, my question to you right now is obviously, what are we going to do today? What is your plan? What is your plan this week? What is your vision this week? How are you going to approach the market? Do you have a plan? If so, let me know in the chat here what it is. And what are you going to do better than you did last week? This is always the question to ask yourself. What are you going to do better this week, potentially, than you did last week? There's always something that you can improve on. I would love to hear it and discuss it with you guys here. Lorenzo is FundNext, really confidential. I find discount really great, but unfortunately I've seen a lot of negative feedback. Apparently it's supposed to be a scam, high slippage. So just to clarify on that, we have never ever promoted something before in a year, like in the last year, ever, purposefully. So when I promote something, I do my due diligence. And if I do my due diligence, I do it correctly. I do it right. I go and talk with the founder. I go a little bit deeper. I test things out, multiple occasions. I look around. I ask people around me in my surroundings, in my close network. What are they thinking about it? What is their experience overall? Then I talk with the founder again. What have you improved? What is your vision? If all of these metrics align, then I'm all in. You cannot buy my soul. You cannot buy and pay me a couple $1,000s to potentially make me, interesting in a potential partnership. That's not how it works for me. All right, we can pick and choose right now. So for me, I do my due diligence, and therefore I stand behind our partnership right here. Okay, tell us how you start. Did you start being retail or prop firm? I started with retail. When I started out, there were no like prop firms or anything in that matter that were not like live, actual institutional like prop firms that you can join physically. So there was not really much choice for me to start and to go there. So I had to learn it the hard way. And I made a lot of money in crypto at the beginning, and then I lost a lot of money in crypto. And then I had still some money left that I was like, okay, I'm going to grow my account. I lost that again. And I had, in essence, had to start from scratch, practically. Okay? So that's what I did. And I kept compounding my accounts over time. I kept coming with results. And then, with my results, I went to a couple guys. And then you could say that we got some investments. And we were trading with these investments. We paid them off, and that's how we are here right now. So if you call that prop firms, it's actually kind of similar, but it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more in our own style here. Nonetheless, it was a hard journey. It was a tough journey. I can tell you that here. It took a very long time for me, and I made so many mistakes, you will not believe it. Probably more than the average person that becomes successful. I can tell you that already. But that's how I personally learn. I learn the hard way. And that's how I always have been my whole life. I always tend to learn things the hard way. But because I learned it the hard way, something clicks in my mind, and I'll make sure that I'll fix that eventually. Okay, we have the hourly closure. We closed just below here. Just below right now, that particular level. Now we're pushing back up here. Let's see how we move forward from there. But you see that there is a lot of, we're facing a lot of resistance around the Sunday open here. Around this particular zone. We're seeing that there is just overall kind of a lot of pressure from both sides here. So we really want to make a decision now for the dollar, and this can help us tremendously with our outcome for today's session for gold, and also for the Euro USD here. Omar says, okay, I want to improve my confidence while entering a trade. That's a goal to fix. That's beautiful. What is a flip candle or a daily flip? A daily flip is where you flip the previous body of the candle. So let's say, imagine that you come up right here. Let's look just simply on the daily chart here. Okay, for gold. So if you open this candle here, you have this daily candle, you come down, you open and you come down immediately. And the moment then this comes, or demand comes into play, people start buying gold, and gold pushes up, and this candle goes from red to green, and it flips the body of that daily candle. So this particular candle right here, and it flips that particular candle That's what we call a daily flip. And that could be considered quite bullish here. And that could definitely be also a nice area of resistance or anything in that matter. Like a hidden level, you could say. If we talk about a regular flip, that means pretty much that we're looking for a, let's say, higher high. So we're looking for a breakout. We're looking for a body closure above that breakout right here. We want to break above this level. Then we want to make sure that we close that body. And we want to have a wick coming into this particular candle, into this particular resistance, and then flipping the previous body. Same thing as the daily, but then flipping the previous body. And that could be our entry. Stop loss then below. And we target then that gap, which is right there, which comes back down to the 8-hour rejection candle. Something in that manner, okay? Something in that manner is what we're looking for here. Do you ever came to Iran? No, but I have two really good Iranian friends in the Netherlands. But I've never been in Iran, no. Okay, what we want to do, want to see some volume here. We got pushed down pretty hard. And we're getting bought up as well here. So the dollar is a little bit indecisive for now. So as long as the dollar, if the dollar stays indecisive, so will gold, so will EURUSD. We're not going to see big move here. So we need to see something happening with the dollar first. And the dollar gives us that confirmation. Where are you based, Lorenzo? I'm based in Bali. Small little island in the world. Not the best internet connection, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. Greetings from Cape Town. Well, you guys be visiting Cape Town. Well, I think this year is gonna be just, you know, constant work, just constant streams the whole year around till the end of the year. Non-stop working. And then from next year onwards, we're gonna start, you know, turning the tables a little bit more. So we're gonna then potentially travel a little bit more, still stream, but travel a little bit more. And do all kinds of stuff in the future. That was my plan. And, you know, I want to get us at least another 100 plus trades for sure. And that's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing. I think that that for me personally, live trading is the best thing that we can do. Like the thing is, okay, we could already start showing us a lifestyle, you know, be cool, you know, go to Dubai, buy a nice car, do this, do that, all of that, right? However, what about the value? What about proof? What about results first? live trading results first. As many as possible. Right? Instead of starting with the lifestyle, which can work. We could make amazing content. We buy a Ferrari in Dubai, boom, put it on YouTube, a nice video editor, and boom, I'm a Forex trader, and there we go. You know? And we blow up. No, we're gonna do hundreds of trades live, give you guys tremendous amount of value, track things, making sure that we continually improve our community, build our community based upon results. And then we're gonna start doing the lifestyle after that potential. Okay? Because I have not shown anything about my life whatsoever. At all. But I'd rather do the other way around. I think there is nothing else like it here. Yeah. It's hard to fake live execution of trades. Because you've seen us fail. You've seen us win. You see it all. Okay, this is nice. Dollar is coming up now. We have a nice wick to the nice bottom wick as well. We're pushing up. Can we push euro down? Okay, this is good. This is good. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're seeing something happening here. I'm very curious to see how the euro reacts at this specific level. That level that I'm highlighting for you guys right now here. Beautiful. Let's see if Thomas is here. There we go. What's happening, brother? I don't think you're hearing me right now. Let me give 1 second. Oh, there we go. Now it should be working. Should be working. Now it should be working. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you? You doing good?
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Amazing.
You gave us a beautiful, beautiful session today about candlesticks, order blocks, and so on and so on. How did it go? I mean, I watched it, but like...
Yeah. Well, as long as the community had something on it, right? That's I personally think it went like amazing. And on the reviews as well, it's like a lot of people loved it, and a lot of people got a lot of knowledge from it. So that's the overall goal that we have for that session on Monday, the education session, right? So I'm really happy it worked out.
Amazing, beautiful. Yes, I think this is a super beautiful point. Every Monday right now we have like an educational session also done by Thomas. I mean, I absolutely loved it. Maybe we're gonna show a little bit. We can show a little bit in a second here what it actually was and what it actually was about here. But overall, I'm blown away. It was a great lesson, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
For all the members in the V3 that want to listen to it again, it's a recorded event. So you can listen to it as much as you want. It's going to be uploaded in the V3 events section. All right?
Yes.
Next to the other 40 videos or something like that.
Yeah, it's uploading right now. So it's almost done. Almost done.
Amazing. Amazing. So what do you see with the dollar, Thomas? What do you see right now?
So right now, if I look into the dollar, so let's take a look real quick. We see that we had a push to the downside, creating a low during London, right? At end of London, around 6 o'clock, we were pushing the price the opposite way. So we can expect for dollar still we can expect some up movement during New York, because we still have something to fill up to the upside. Of course, if we look on the daily, there's a lot of fair value still on the upside that we might want to take out or might want to take out later this week. So let's see what happens. It's Monday, so consolidation day, but maybe there's an expansion that we can make some money off. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I think it's important that we close, if you want to remain bullish for the dollar, and we close above the 102. So daily candle above the 102.
Yeah.
For a continuation to the 103, pretty much. If that's the case, that would be amazing. So far, I do like what's happening right now with the dollar, though. We kept, or we holding in this position right here. We hold exactly in this level that we were talking about. So now what we want to see is, of course, the continuation of this level. You know, pushing through the upside, taking out the liquidity built above there, potentially coming down towards that level. If that's going to happen, then the euro is going to break down. And if we do break down here for the euro, then yeah, we might be able to look for shorts below here. That means that the euro will potentially push down. And everything, you know, underneath these levels, I think these are crucial levels to look at and to look for potential shorts from there. Should I buy gold now? I would personally wait with the dollar being this strong, or this a little bit stronger right now. I do like how gold is holding though. So if the dollar decides to flip or turn, gold might shoot up. So therefore, I think it's just better to just wait until you break the 1962, because from there you break and this high here, you break that horizontal level here that you're looking for already, and you still have a potential 80 pip move to the upside from there. So it's really like, if we break that level to the upside, there is still so much more potential to the upside from here. And even if you from that 80 pip can catch around 50 of them, then you have a really good trade, or we have a really good trade for today. So if you are gonna long from here, then you're gonna face some, you know, resistance right now, right there. You have still some layers of resistance that you have to take consideration. I have been brought to my concern that your trading software is good and more reliable than my MT4. How is it called? Just TradingView, bro. Simple TradingView. You connect your broker. It doesn't support every broker, so do take that into consideration. But there are ways to connect every broker to it by using a copy trader. It is not easy, or not hard to configure, by the way. So if you want to trade through TradingView, you can easily do it. And I think it's nice to stay at one, you know, especially during the live streams, to stay at one platform. We have some major news coming, by the way, today. It's again the same story. We have again the same scenarios. Yeah, last week was a crazy week as well here. Who traded the FOMC, by the way? It was a quick move. This week though, we have the NFP on a Friday. The ICM and the initial jobless claims, of course, is important as well. Take into consideration the ADP on a Wednesday. And tomorrow we have the JOLTS job openings at 10. I think this is also an important one for tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a lot of volume potentially coming into the New York Stock Exchange open and everything that comes after that. How do you get payouts if funded next? Directly credit into your account? Yes, that's one solution. The other one is crypto. And the other one is, and I think that's what a lot of Indians use, I believe, that is money pay or something like that. Something like that. Let's see what's happening here. Discord. Is your Discord loading, guys? Just to clarify. Is your Discord working? My Discord stopped working. I don't know what's going on. Let's see what's happening here. Discord status. You can look it up. Okay, I have no idea what's happening. NFP week is usually harder to trade for me. At least a lot of volatility at news events. Yes, NFP can be quite crazy, but it's alright. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I made my biggest trade on the NFP or during the NFP, and that was the dollar yen. All right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it soon here. Do you see the order block at 1962 for gold? Let's see. Yeah, we were talking about this one before. If this is the one you mean. It's a little bit lower, 1961. Coming into 1962, yes. Yeah, if you break that level here, then we can definitely look for continuation. Tarek says, hi Lorenzo, I come from Guadalupe. Is that correct? Guadalupe? I started following you since the beginning of summer and it was my best find. Beautiful, Tarek. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it. Any reason you stick to just 3 pairs? This way you're not missing out on opportunities that might arise from other pairs, especially since you're trading 30 minutes. So, this is exactly, this is just for you guys. This is mainly for you guys, focusing on 1, 2, or 3 pairs max. To make sure that we do not miss out on any opportunities whenever we see it happening here. And we can really put our focus in it. And we can really start learning one particular pair at a time. You know, every pair moves different. So there's also kind of a learning process connected to it as well.
That's a secret.
There we go. You're back. Welcome back, bro.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right, volume, beautiful. Volume coming in. EURUSD. Holding right in that zone. Right on that level here. Same level, same area of the month here. So it's definitely not a sell yet for EURUSD. Or if it was definitely a risky sell from there. Because we could see a potential, bounce here. Dollar is coming up. Well, let's see how serious this move is. We will find out shortly. The breakout was already pretty solid though. It was a good confirmation overall, but we still closed the previous candle below on the 30-minute. Are we going to lose again today? Maybe. That's not the mindset I like to use though. Going into that mindset of are we going to lose today? No, we're going to win today. But everything can happen, man. Everything can happen.
Yo, Lorenzo.
Yes,
could you maybe take a look at the Nasdaq, US 30 and S&P? Because for me personally, it looks pretty good if you're looking about like a sell side, like a lot of liquidity to the downside, and if they align all perfectly together, we could maybe look for a short. I think US 30 looks really clean as well. On the 15 minutes.
Yeah, I love it. Let me look at the daily for a second. Okay, yeah, daily rejection. Yeah, let's see. Let's use this range. That's a good point. Let's check out this range overall. And let's draw the fixed volume profile around this range. Very area low, point of control. Just want to see if we react from this level. If we get there, we're not that far away. If you go to the lower time frame. Yeah, let's see how we react at this level for the Nasdaq, yeah? And if we react from it and we break the low, we might take a short from there. We fill up that gap, we come up, tap into that zone, something like this, see reaction here. Break internal structures to the downside and then come down. If that's the case, that would be amazing. If you fail to break this high as well here. You like to use 30 as well?
Yeah, I personally fully focus on EURUSD, but I like to use 30 a lot. I see already a lot of potential creating a bullish or a bearish order block to the downside soon. So I see a lot of potential on US 30. I like Nasdaq as well. The only thing what I want to see is I want to see them align. Like I want to like the correlation side of things. I want to see them align, doing the same stuff. Like when something hasn't mitigated a specific objective on one of the three pairs, I want to wait. That's the whole point, because I think they will just consolidate until every one of them filled their objectives, and then we will have a...
I agree.
Yeah,
and the VIX, let's see what the VIX is doing. Overall, gold's going up, so this is great. Dollar gets pushed down. We have 1 more minute left until the 30-minute closure for the dollar. So gold gets pushed up right now. I didn't know there was a streaming on Monday, but welcome, man. We're just about doing Mondays now as well here. So love it. I would look at an area like this here. That's one layer I personally would look at. And just see how we can, if we can push up here to take out this sell. You see that buy side liquidity that's still there? So coming up. Same for the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq still has a little bit more upside potential here. Let's see how we react here.
Yeah, I fully agree on that. I fully agree on that. Let's give it some time, and especially waiting for the open as well.
We have the open. Yeah, there are many more layers coming indeed. One more hour as well.
Exactly. Yeah, so.
And especially if you open up quite strong and aggressively, because it's Monday, and you start pushing up straight away. Like the stronger we push up during the New York Stock Exchange open, the more bearish I will be eventually.
100%. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like the manipulation to the upside during the open, and then we can trade the reversal to the downside.
Exactly, exactly. Absolutely, yes.
I agree.
I do love this though for gold right now. I do like what I see here.
Someone does a request if you can share your screen in Discord.
Yeah, I have some problems with my internet for some reason. So when I do that, it overloads it. Okay, we have this. Did we close our candle straight away? Okay, we closed our previous candle right here. Smashing straight away through it. Dollar coming down pretty hard here.
Going for that Asia low.
Let's quickly go to the euro. There we go. Euro also, guys. Euro could be really nice long here. Okay, we're holding up really nicely. So we opened the New York, we opened very bullish, and now we're kind of flipping after 30 minutes. So that usually gives me a kind of a bearish outlook here for the dollar, okay? Especially if you close this candle exactly like this here on the hourly. In my opinion, it's gonna lead to more downside continuation, more bullish continuation for gold. And EURUSD. I'll have a look at the Euro index as well in a second. But let's see what gold is doing, how it's moving here. Are we gonna enter on gold or not yet? We always wait for closure above a certain level. That's the strategy we anticipate. You can see us being in a position here. For new people, just to clarify, maybe tell me if you can help us out here a little bit. I'll need some tea.
All right, that's all right. That's all right. No problem. Get your tea. All right. So what you guys need to understand is take a look at Lorenzo's chart, and as you can see, there's buys above when there's a closure above a specific level that he's marking out on the chart. And everything, you will see everything align on the trading view itself. So when he's in a position, trading view will show you that he is in a position. So we have to wait. We have to have some patience. That's our way of trading, right? So everyone, hashtag patience in the chat. Everyone knows, right? That when patience is key, right? Patience is just key. It's just that simple. Can't make more of it. Hashtag patience. And that's just how we approach the market, right? So a little bit of patience, guys. And then we have, yeah, exactly. Patience. So it's patience, guys, like this. Look at this. Look at this. It's hashtag. Hashtag. Look in the chat, look in the chat. Like this. Like this, guys. Hashtag patience. Does everyone understand? Does everyone understand? The moment you have patience is the moment you're gonna get paid. So we need to have some patience. Need to have some patience. Alright. I have some questions for you guys. For everyone, what should the next session be about? The next Monday session. For everyone who's in the V3, what should be the next session? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to learn? What do you guys want to learn? Copy? Alright. Let me know, let me know.
There are many occasions where what happens here is that we push up very aggressively. We induce a lot of people to come up. People enter the trade. And the market flips just before the next 30-minute candle closes here. Sometimes it just goes straight through. It is what it is here. But in order for us to have the highest probability, we need to wait for that closure above there. And then that next candle flip that can help us out here. This will help us tremendously with our overall win rate when entering a trade, making sure that, you know, we're kind of reaching towards, and especially when the dollar is bearish, when everything else aligns, you know, leading towards the 70-75% win rate overall. And we have a little wick on the downside, so that's okay. Yes, Thomas already nailed it.
Exactly, Billy Joe. Because the moment you don't have patience, you will pay. And that I like that a lot. I agree fully. Patience is pay time. So we have to wait. Let the market come to us and we will take the positions.
Same for eurusd, same scenario. If we close above that, you know, we have our move here, and especially for the euro, man. If you break above this zone, man, we have so much upside potential from there, and especially if the dollar indeed decides to break at this level right here. So if you break down and you look at how the dollar is actually moving, when we came up, we consolidated, we shoot up, we got rejected at the 102. That's just like a strong resistance. We came down, we broke the lows of that range. We now pushed up back towards that high that broke the low, so a strong high. And now we're kind of seeing a rejection happening, but not a confirmation yet. So the moment we see that confirmation, man, we can definitely see more downside potential, and the euro will then start to really like gain some momentum to the upside, and gold for sure will follow up here. New York market opens in an hour. Yes, 15 minutes. So we have the pre-open, right? For New York, and then we have the New York Stock Exchange opening up here.
All right. I by the way got a question for you guys. What do you need the most help with in trading? For everyone in the chat. Or what do you really want to learn in trading? Let me know. Let me know. What are you struggling with? That's a good question. What are you struggling with? And welcome for everyone who's new, by the way. Welcome.
Welcome, fam.
Psychology, structure.
Gavin says entry confirmations. Yeah, I love it.
Psychology. And what kind of things if it comes to psychology, guys? Because psychology is a really big, right? Psychology in general is really big, but what kind of things are you struggling with? Is it FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Is it patience? That could be something. Is it discipline?
Discipline is also a I like that except you're mentioning discipline here.
Discipline is definitely a key factor to success.
Yeah, it's definitely so easy, you know, and man, I still till this day catch myself sometimes. It's way less than before, where out of my personal experience, I realized that, you know, if nobody's watching and you can do whatever you want in your little room, you know, and nobody's telling you, oh, you made a mistake here, that it's easier to enter a trade.
100%.
It's easier to enter a trade, and especially if you're not 100% sure, but you still want to enter a trade here. And when I fixed that, and when I really listened to myself, and I built my life, or I built trading around my life and not my life around trading, it starts to really work in your favor, in my favor tremendously. I start making way better results. Way better results. I was trading less, but I had better results.
I 100% agree on that. Let's see, are there some more?
So if we can close around here, we'll be fine. It would be amazing. This would still give us around a nice 60 pips to the 8-hour mark. If we come down and we close above that, even better. A tourist says over trading is your worst enemy. Thomas, what is your thing? What is your what were you struggling with? What you had to really work on? Share me your experience, brother.
My personal, okay, so what I struggled with a lot, I'm gonna be honest, is emotions, and then definitely emotions into like anger, like because anger towards angry at yourself for doing the things that you're not supposed to do, right? That's one of the things that I struggled with a lot, because you know you're doing something wrong, but somehow you keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Who faced this as well? Press 1 in the chat. That you got angry at yourself because you were doing something you're not supposed to do, and you keep doing it every time, over and over and over again, even though you know that you shouldn't be doing it. Who faced this as well? Let me know. Let me know.
100%.
And one of the things that I've mentioned it multiple times is that make a recording of yourself while you're trading, especially those moments where you get angry, and watch it back. You will see what kind of person you are at that specific, you will see what kind of person you are at that specific moment, and you know what to change, right? You will laugh. Even though you're sad at that specific moment, you will watch it back and you're laughing at yourself. You're like, why am I getting this angry? Right? Why am I getting this angry? This is only making me trade bad. It's not making me trade any better than that. The market is just going to do what it wants to do. Me crying my eyes out won't change anything. So at the moment you're looking back at that, right? You're laughing, you know, like, okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Next time when I know I'm getting into my feelings, I take a step back, right? The same in the charts, zoom out. You're looking at yourself, you're like, okay, I know that I'm doing something wrong. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Let's step away from the charts. And eventually, over time, it's getting better and better and better, right? And then you're gonna face more. You're always gonna face something. And the beautiful thing about it is that you can improve on it, right? That's the beauty about life. When you're facing something, you can overcome it, and you can improve, you can learn things, right? That's the beauty about it. That's why it's fun to wake up every day. Let's say it like that. So then you're facing maybe the anger issues are gone, and now you're facing the happy feelings that are coming when you win a trade, the overconfidence, right? Same thing. Record yourself. You see what's going wrong, you can improve on it. That's the beautiful thing about it. So again, my biggest tip towards you guys, also for the journaling part side of things, is start recording yourself while you're trading with a face, right? Record your trades, tell what you're seeing on the chart. Does it make sense after you watch it back? It will also keep you from over trading, because trust me, you don't want to watch your recording for 5 hours in the weekend. You just want to watch a few recordings and then you're done. That's what you want to do. So it will keep you from over trading. And yeah, this is my biggest tip for you guys. I think this will help you guys out a lot.
I recognize this a lot, especially when I started out. I think I smashed up my room before. I mean, that's not a
me too.
Happened. You know, I think many people recognize themselves as well. My mother trades now as well, by the way, and my mother has a 65% win rate on a 2-to-1. Proven, like she's profitable. She has her strategy, and she has nothing from me. She completed it herself. She gained some knowledge from what I told her a little bit. But overall, she did it all herself. A big shout out to my mom. But what her problem was that she was too fearful. So she was too afraid to enter. And then it played out over and over and over and over and over again. Where I was a little bit more too impulsive. So I entered too early. You know, I reduced my risk to reward because I was impatient. So I was like, you know what? In case I miss out, I just accept a little bit less risk to reward. But then it still goes not in my favor. You know, all these mistakes that I made, she did the opposite. So she was too patient. So you need to find a fine line between being, you know, patient or being too patient and being way too impulsive. And that's a difficult line to find. But if you know your strategy, you know your rules, and you simplify things for yourself, I do believe that it becomes super easy.
I 100% agree on this. 100%.
So my mother trades EMA. She sent me the whole strategy. So the EMA 10, 30 and 50 with high Fibonacci candles, not regular candles, high Fibonacci candles. And higher, medium, lower time frame. That's it. She executes on the 10-minute chart or 10-minute time frame. And I mean, it works for her. So this proves that there is not a single strategy that you know, potentially cannot or can work. There are so many strategies that can work. It's definitely the person that trades the strategy.
Love it. Amazing.
All right, 12 minutes. We have a closure. If we close above it, very interested in it. I would love to see then the next candle coming in and then flipping the previous body. And then we take a long to the upside. And especially if the dollar closes, yeah, like this, practically. Like this way. Nick says, I used to do 20 push-ups every time I was breaking my rules in my strategy and my checklist. And I did it for 1 month and has become a good habit now. That's a great way of doing it.
Yeah, 100% I agree.
I like that.
That's an amazing way of creating a habit. But so one question though. The biggest question now is that are you like a Hulk now, or are you still skinny? Because if you're still skinny, that means that you've been following your rules. So that's the big question.
Yeah, dollar is clearly getting rejected at the Sunday open. So for now, I remain bullish on the EURUSD and on gold. So if we close above it, then we have some nice momentum there. Even if you can get 30, 40 pips, that would be good. The euro though, let me check the euro real quick. And I'm talking about the euro index. The euro index is not extremely strong here. So at least not at this specific moment yet. So let's see how we develop here. We're holding here, but we're gonna reject it on the 1 hour. Thinking too, but we're the last day of the month and I want our manipulation would actually make it go higher. Yeah, the closure is for me all that matters now. Closure, next wick confirmation. And I think it's worth the trade here. There is not much happening in between here. So we have nothing here, nothing much here. In general, there is just not much happening in between this range. So anything in between. Seems good to me here. What platform is this? This is TradingView. Seven minutes left, 8 minutes left, roughly. Dollar strong rejection now.
Yeah, I think the dollar is aiming for the Asia low right now at the moment. The Asia low hasn't been taken out yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that might be the overall target for now.
Okay, euro's bouncing. This should be good for the EURUSD. We close our 1 hour candle in 6 minutes, so the EURUSD is also there potentially. Same as gold.
Thomas, why are you so bright? I think that has to do with the lighting in here. Mick, my bad. I think it has to do with the lighting here. Are you still here, Lorenzo?
I'm here, yes. I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
Euro is also coming. Six minutes, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Any benefits to using TradingView? Not really. MetaTrader is just as good here. Noel says, I confess I already filled prop firm 5 times. 100 can each. 4 with TFT, 1 with MFFX. Now I'm broke. When I get money, I will try again. I'm playing Hunt for TFT to get 50% off here. What if you just simply start, bro, with a $10,000 account? That's it. Prove yourself with a small account. Make some money. Use that money to buy a bigger account. Saves you some money. And you can prove yourself that you can do it. Show us your PC setup. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it soon here. We have a closure coming up. Let's do it. I will share my setup with you guys. I have one screen. That's it. If you enter a trade in gold, where will TP and stop loss will be? It depends where the next candle comes down. So if we come, it depends where we first of all close and where our next candle goes to. So I want to see a bottom wick for the next candle. And if we then flip that previous candle, we can take a long wick, put a stop loss under that wick of the new candle. Dollar is still holding though. Dollar is still holding at this low. You are right, Thomas, about the Nasdaq and the US30.
It seems like they pushed up, right?
Seems like a good sell for later this stream.
I have to do a shout out to Cam though. Cam asked me if I could mark it up, so I was like, yeah, sure.
Nice.
And I was like, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, let's see how we open up the New York Stock Exchange here and how this reacts.
I agree. Yes, so by Funded Next you can choose for it to go to your credit card, and you can also choose it to be paid in crypto, if I'm correct. At least, let me check for you. The last time that I checked, you can still pay out in crypto as well.
Okay, 1 minute left. Let's see how we close here. Dollar is getting bought up again. Gold's holding strong. Look at how strong the Sunday open is, how like confluential that zone is in general. You open here and you're constantly building now, or you're constantly hanging around exactly the level where we opened the dollar. Still close below, even though we got bought up again as well at the last moment. I want to see gold doing now the following. I want to see gold coming down. Let's see how big that move is here. 50 pips roughly. Okay, dollar coming up now, but if you do flip below the Sunday open again, gold will push up quite heavily, and I think we have our trade from there.
Might take a look at US 30, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
On the 15, as you can see, like they are right now showing pretty good momentum to the downside on the 15, out of a zone as well.
Yeah, and the Nasdaq is already in that zone as well.
So they're aligning pretty good, and you have a lot of liquidity to the downside. And it's fun that New York is opening now. You still have an unmitigated New York low, so it could be the case that New York is aiming to take out New York because they have their orders. They have their orders resting below.
Yeah. I'm gonna set an alert here for US 30. Okay, that's the wick I wanted to see for the dollar. The top wick. I want to flip this body. If you flip this body and gold flips that body right here, and it comes up a little bit higher than that wick, we will take a long here to fill up the rest of that gap here, which will then take us to the 8-hour right here. The 8-hour closure of the previous candle, which should be a strong rejection point right there, potentially. So And if you not come up and we break that level, then we might be pushing down. And the dollar might be keep pushing up here. So it's the flip of both candles here. The dollar down and gold up. Yeah, USD is looking nice, bro. You're right. I like it. Let's see where the VIX is at. Okay, we're back in that range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I'm really looking into it. 10 more minutes for the 15-minute closure.
Yeah.
See what it does.
So in regards to gold, I think that if gold wants to come down, we should come down now. If we flip that body, that we're having enough demand right now and a strong enough bottom wick to push us up. So enough demand to drive us up here to that, to fill up potentially the rest of that gap here. If we don't break it and we come down, then yeah, we're not in the trade regardless. The lower we go, the better it actually is going to be for us.
What's up, Craft, bro? Hope you're doing good, man.
Billy Joe, hashtag stream like. Thank you, brother. Welcome. Euro, okay, please check EURUSD. Yeah, so it's EURUSD, US30, and gold. Euro still same scenario, okay? Rejection at these highs here. So at this particular level here, same level, same rejection. What is your analysis on Nasdaq? Similar to US30. Overall, Nasdaq is a little bit stronger, but they are quite aligned here. So we got rejected, Thomas, at our famous level, the point of control.
Yes.
It's a very good sign here.
I like it a lot. Very
good sign for downside potential for Nasdaq, and I like it below this level here. 15,760. And you know what happens always, Thomas? The moment we're coming to that level, that beautiful breakout point, it's the New York Stock Exchange open.
It's crazy, isn't it?
They always, they do it I don't know. It's magic. Magic.
It's crazy.
Are we out of trading gold? Are we waiting for something? If we flip this candle, we enter a long and we come up. So not just flip it bullish, but also just come a little bit higher. So like, you could say sell stops at like 1966.4. Buy stops, sorry. 1966.4. Going for a almost 50 pip move to the 1971. The dollar needs to come down and flip that candle bearish as well. I do believe that we are aligned and synchronized. If that happens, the dollar will do the same thing. If it doesn't happen, gold will come down. And we will not be in a trend regardless here.
So what I'm looking for is for Nasdaq to break level 15,760, and for US30 I'm looking for the level let me check 35,495. That low that you have, I want to have them aligned. So when they both break that specific area, I think we are aligned, and that will indicate that they are following each other. So the low that you have on Nasdaq, that low for me has to be broken as well with a closure.
Yeah.
And then on US30 you have another level that they have to break as well. And I think if they align with that, it's beautiful, and we can look for.
Yeah, if we, that's a great point. So if both the US30 and the Nasdaq align in that sense, we can see and we can definitely look for sells from there.
100%.
And I do love this this rejection at the point of control here, which is this line, this exact line at 15,786. So that's great stuff.
Love it. I see someone saying that Funded Next doesn't have Nasdaq. It does.
It does have the Nasdaq, yeah.
Yeah. It does have the Nasdaq. I'm pretty sure about that. I found. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's amazing. What a beautiful spreadsheet, bro. I love it.
Simple. Simplicity is key, man. Especially when you're trading, you don't want to overcomplicate it. So Thomas, how is your week looking? What is your schedule? Your trading schedule. We know that you're a full-time trader.
Yes.
An educator and live trader in Discord, right? In our private V3 group. So enlighten me.
Enlighten you. Okay, so my schedule. You wanna know my schedule that I have for a day? Are you interested in that?
Absolutely. Let me know.
All right. So for everyone, the life of a forex trader, a funded forex trader, is that I wake up every morning at 5:30. All right. So I wake up in the morning at 5:30.
5:30?
5:30 every morning.
That's when I go to bed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I drink coffee to wake up, and I head to the gym. Right. So I head to the gym at 5:30 in the morning. Then I have my gym session. I get back. I'm behind the charts before 8 o'clock my time. So that's around New York time. That's around 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning. We are all there, ready with our daily buys to start our trading pit session. We're hyping everyone up. We make sure to go through our daily buys. I don't know if you want to show it to them, but then they know what I'm talking about.
Yes, our daily buys channel. Absolutely. Let's do this real quick. In the meantime, you can have a look at the Nasdaq right now. Gold is still not there. The Nasdaq is almost breaking down. We're coming closer and closer. The daily buys channel. Yes, we have a daily buys channel in our V3 as well. Of course, the best possible setups we share in our group. for that particular day. Saves you a lot of time and a lot of work. We even have a voting system. I don't want to go too deep in that, but that voting system is legendary because people can vote on trading setups, but only the people that are actually passed a particular test can vote. And it shows you which particular setups are the best for the day. It saves you all the work, all the headache, and it gives you the right setup straight away. So yeah, that's exactly it.
I love it. I love it. So let me continue. So that's the first start, right? So we go into our daily bias. Then we make sure that we mark up some charts. We're getting some setups for the day. Right now we have a 4-1 win. So 4 wins, 1 loss, right? Amazing. So for now we're doing pretty good. Then after that, I have my fasting is done. So I eat around 12 o'clock ish, something like that. I eat a good meal at 12 o'clock. Then I take a hot bath. Yeah, so like really hot bath. Yeah, I take it every day to sweat everything out, right? So I drink a lot of water, but I'm teaching my body how to sweat correctly, especially for boxing and things like that. Is really helpful, because then you can how can I say that? Keep your mind cool in a really hot situation, let's say like that. So I take a hot bath and I take an ice bath as well, by the way, forgot to mention, but I take a hot bath and an ice bath every day. And then later that day I go to the boxing gym, right? So I take some food and things like that, and then I go to the boxing gym at night. I get home, I do my studies and things that I have to finish. I get to bed and everything happens again. And that's my daily routine, let's say it like that.
Love it, man. And yeah, you really have a lot of structure in your life, right? I think that's the most important. That you find structure, and you don't have to sit hours behind your computer and look at charts all day long either, right? You can really optimize it. I mean, I do it, but you know, that did not make me a better trader in any way. Like I could have easily, you know, take a little bit of a more chill approach or chilled approach by just simply, you know, going, let's say, an hour before the London Open, do my analysis, look at the daily buys channel, and then actually execute a trade around the London Open. Wait an hour or 30 minutes. Okay, nothing is happening anymore. Fine, perfect. I head into the New York session to the live stream. And that's it. Anything around that, for me, it's purely, you know, community related work, answering messages, all that stuff. But yeah, you have a really good structure, right? You're a boxer, right? So you need a lot of discipline, a lot of structure in your life as well, and a good diet.
Yeah, I'm eating really healthy food every day. So sometimes, of course, it's not the funnest thing to do, right? It's not something you want to do every day, like eat healthy and things like that. But I just personally feel way more energetic when I'm eating healthy food, and it's just way better for me. So I eat a lot of fruits every day. Fruits, I eat nuts, I eat meat, a lot of red meat. I don't eat pig, but so a lot of red meat like cow and things like that. And I love it, man. A lot of fish as well.
I don't eat the pig either. I'm not a big fan.
No, I personally don't. And as well for my skin, it's not like the best thing, right? Eating is the hardest thing, no exercises thing. Yeah, I think eating is definitely one of the hardest things when it comes to discipline, like eating, like because there's so much bad food around our planet that staying disciplined to eat healthy food is definitely a hard thing. 100. Yeah, I'm crying and eating. You see that Nasdaq is breaking?
The Nasdaq is breaking down. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. Still waiting for US 30 to show us the same momentum.
Yeah, if the US 30 follows up here, we will have a really good alignment. I agree.
Because right now the US30 on the 15 is switching bullish.
It's holding up. It's holding up really strong. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And that could indicate that it might be a liquidity grab only on NES. So I want to make sure that it aligns.
What is your strategy for London Open, Lorenzo? Different from the live streams here on YouTube. When I trade by myself, I trade a little bit more higher risk to reward. It has a lower probability, but therefore when I win more. And because I win more, I compensate for my losses, and it's much easier for me personally to trade this way. On the live streams, of course, I go for the higher probability. Because, yeah, unless you guys follow every stream or join every stream, then we can do this or trade this way. But I'm quite confident you're not able to join every stream. And then you don't want to join every single time when we lose. So it's like, that's why I'm kind of, you know, trading strategy that works on the high probability. So that has a higher win rate overall. In our private group, however, we trade higher risk to reward. And that gives us just amazing trades sometimes as well. But these people usually come, you know, on a consistent basis. So therefore, we can actually, you know, take our time and we don't have to win every trade and so on here. Here, I want to win as many trades as possible.
Someone asked the question, how often do you stream? You stream 4 times a week now, right?
Yeah, so we did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday crypto. And now it's Monday till Thursday, so 4 days a week now. Opening the week with you guys. Okay, beautiful. And this is the exact reason why, in this case for gold, we do not enter when we see a closure directly. We wait for the candle first to create a strong wick down. If it's a fake out, you will probably see this happening around that moment. If you flip that candle after it came down, usually it indicates that we're looking to push up. There's enough demand in play to still push up further. And that's where we enter the trade. So we really take advantage of the momentum to the upside when this happens. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Well, then we're at least not in the trade. It's better to avoid than to lose, of course. Okay, please give us the trading journal doc which you're using. Yeah, so it's in the description, man, or in the chat. Momentum is everything, but at the same time, momentum entries can lead into impulsive entries as well. So therefore, that closure and that way of waiting for that flip truly increases the overall probability tremendously. If the dollar stays up here, okay, the dollar is starting to look stronger now. All right, so if we now decide to continue, gold is not going to come up anymore. And then we might see us flipping to the downside. Completely for gold here. We wait for this closure, 6 more minutes left. But this is great. The lower we go, and if you then still flip a candle or we come up and shoot up here, the better it's going to be for us to trade. She says, hi Lorenzo, how are you? I'm great, thank you, bro. Can you check the Euro Australian dollar? I'm in the sell right now. I would like to hear your opinion. Absolutely. Yeah, we have 5 minutes left, so we can do that real quick here. Nasdaq indeed, bro, is getting bought up for now.
Yeah, brother. So that's why we want to wait for that alignment. So as we can see right now, it's just, it wasn't, they were taking liquidity to the downside, taking some lows out, and now they're pulling back up. So if they close like this, we can indicate it was probably a liquidity grab, taking out a low to continue higher. It really depends on how US30 is going to close, and that's why patience is key, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, we came up, we took out the previous high, then we came down. Usually that's quite bearish in general. We shoot up, back up here, got rejected again. We came to the 50%. We saw rejection at around the 50%. I think your sell is good for now. But the moment you come into this range, you want to look for a take profit point at the 164.037. And another one a little bit lower at the 163.6. Overall, if you're in the short right now, that's alright. Pretty decent position. Okay, this is great. If gold now pushes up and reverses, we will take a long here. That's a really nice, beautiful bottom wicker. I like that. This is a nice closure. I really like that closure. It depends now where we close. Let's say we do not close above here, right? And we have 3 more minutes left and we do not close above this level. We might still be looking at the same level to look for longs, even though we practically do not need a new closure above here. So that means that if we have a closure above here, or a second closure above here, the next candle comes up here. The only rule that I want to see for the next candle is that we still come down enough to create a strong wick to the downside to show that there is still enough buying pressure here to push us up. And push us up to 1971 with a nice take profit at around 1969, 1968.5.
All right, we see US30 is flipping bearish. So
all right, beautiful. Thank you for the love, my fans. 100 subs. Love you guys. Nice bullish momentum here. US30. Indeed, we're starting to flip. I will be more interested in trading the Nasdaq, bro, if we keep coming down here. And the US30 follows up.
100%. Yeah, and the volatility index almost breaking a high as well.
Yeah.
US30 is crossing that specific line at the moment.
We're seeing it, beautiful. And the New York Stock Exchange opens up. What a surprise. What a surprise.
going for it.
It's gonna get
30
wild.
minutes.
It's gonna get wild.
Yeah, 30 minutes in closure for US30, 15-minute candle. But they're going for it.
I keep close eye on gold as well for now because we're coming very close.
Snowfall, if you keep hold on the question and ask it again in a little bit, then I can go over it. Right
Okay,
now, we're
closure.
focusing on-
Gold below. We want to see it coming down first. It's very important.
Nasdaq looks good.
Nasdaq shoot up.
30.
Okay, that's great. Great to see. We close below, so if we flip that candle, we might follow up here. Interesting. Look at the Nasdaq pumping. US30 coming down. Quite heavy
Yeah.
here. Overall, this is what I like to see here for gold right now. We might be entering soon. Not yet. Nasdaq sell as well here. If we flip here with the Nasdaq, we can follow up very quickly. So that means that we swipe the liquidity on top, Thomas, and we flip now bearish here.
I'm holding close, Luke. Give me a second.
Stop loss for gold is underneath, yeah. I haven't entered yet, no. I wanted to see a little bit more a stronger wick to the downside first.
This is breaking the highs at the moment.
Okay, if we flip this candle here, for the Nasdaq we take a short for sure.
Volatility index also flipping bullish.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's gonna be
Flipping
Nasdaq
bearish.
for now. Nasdaq is already there.
It's going.
This is for me short here, to the downside. And then stop loss is above that, above the point of control. taking it down here. And targeting that gap below this particular level. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna enter now. Nasdaq short. All right, we're in. We're in Nasdaq short right now at the moment. Gold didn't give us that confirmation. This is the confirmation that I like to see here. That is that you come up, you tap into the point of control one more time here. You flip the previous candle bearish and you come down. Up to the trading gods from now. Stop loss above the both wicks here.
Volatility index is slowly shooting up after filling the gap. Liquidity to the upside, so expecting the volatility index to flip bullish.
Absolutely. Let's see where the US30 is following up here. I think some people still entered gold. If you entered stop loss on break even here. I personally didn't enter because of the wick. This is the type of wick that I would see, or that I would like to see here. So coming up and then pushing down and flipping that candle here.
Yeah, also looking at the S&P creating a top wick and then looking for lower potentials. So I'm comparing it with everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't align good, so it's gonna be a little bit of patience.
We're coming up. All the trades journal will take a live, yes. Oh, we're pushing back.
I think it also has a little bit to do with the dollars selling off at the moment.
Volatility index looks good.
I agree.
What would be your
So,
suggested lot size on a $10,000 account? I would use a calculator. Simple. Use a calculator.
yeah.
Because it depends on every trade you take. And where your stop loss is at.
Alright, dollar is entering the last bearish candle before the up move. Let's see. Want to see dollar have some push momentum, the volatility index going up as well. That would be amazing. Last 5 minutes of the 15-minute candle.
Yeah. Put in the Nasdaq. We might get stopped out on this one as well. But the point of control is still holding us up. Strategically. 15,746.
Volatility index is almost flipping bullish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Beautiful.
see, last 3 minutes. We managed to flip bullish on the volatility index and we managed to flip bearish. That's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's going to do.
I mean, we're following our rules. Everything that we're doing. So
100%.
we need to continue the same exact path.
Losing is part of the game, right?
Oh yeah.
You lose and you will win. You will win and you will lose.
Okay, experience entry. Did you enter off a breaker? No, we entered on a break. So rejection, higher time frame, lower time frame, flip of this candle, continuation to the downside. All right, almost stopped out. 15,794. We have a word for this, guys, in the chat. Who knows the word for this one? Not patience, not patience. No, another one.
No, not patience. My bad.
Yeah, out. All right. $29. Okay, 829.04. All right, it is what it is. Let's add this one in the sheet. Full stop loss manipulation reversal, 30 minutes. Loss. There we go. All right, add it in the sheet, guys. If you want to have access to that spreadsheet, link is in the description, or you go to explanation mark journal. There we go. And you have the information of our trades there. And gold is flying. And gold is flying. Is what it is. For people that took it, congratulations. For other people also, you know, good. In the end, we will win. It is what it is here. But it was a nice continuation from that exact level right there. And I still think the Nasdaq will come down at some point later today. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the eurusd indeed. We've been looking at it already for a while. The next one is up very soon. Next close is in 15 minutes here. I believe that market order is the worst thing to do in day trading. No, it's not about market order. It's about the bottom wick that I would like to see here. And in this case, you can hear me telling and the opposite happened. But there are many scenarios where that actually plays out here. Next up is if the dollar indeed continues its journey to the downside, because this is such an important level. Then looking at the eurusd, we look at EU. EU has still a lot of potential. Same scenario here. Major breakthrough here. The way we bounced from this initial zone is looking good. Everything around about it is now looking good. It's starting to look better, and especially with the dollar looking weaker. And serious level that we wanted to break. Don't you feel bad for missing gold because you expected it will go up? No.
It's actually shooting to the downside now.
Yeah. We've been wrecked on the Nasdaq. Take out the high, then flipping the body. Huh?
They have an insider in the limitless community.
Yeah.
They know we're entering positions and they wanna stop us, but we're limitless, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, well, we might see another one coming up, but then I want to see at least a closure there.
Yeah, what I find funny at the moment is that US 30 and Nasdaq are like doing the exact opposite.
Exact opposite, and we've seen this before lately on during the New York Stock Exchange Open here. Should I hold the Nasdaq? If you're still in, I would hold the Nasdaq for now. Yeah, I would definitely hold the Nasdaq for now. If you're still in, if you are still the trade, yes, because it manipulated the low, the high, and it came down here. For me, we saw just a closure below this level, and the body closure below. We saw the top wick, and then we saw that candle flipping. For us, that's just the entry we take, regardless. But in this case, if you're still in, then you can hold it and put your stop loss above it if you want to. If your risk is, if your risk management is good. For now, I'm focusing on the EURUSD. And for people that are in gold, congratulations.
Dollar took out the Asia low. Might see a reversal.
Yeah, we have a closure in 9 minutes. So let's see where we close. So the US30, US100 and US30, oh no, the US30 was a winner. I just wanted to say. That would have been crazy if all our losses were indice losses here. And all our gold trades were winners. It's good to see that we finally have a breakout for the EURUSD though. Just want to see a body closure. I was going to say you should only trade Forex and gold. No, it's just this month. It just has been this month, particularly. Overall, that's just also how it is. Sometimes, you know, gold goes better than the Nasdaq or indices, and sometimes the other way around. Is there an equal high in EURUSD? No. Lorenzo, please, can I have to the funded account link? Yeah.
Let me see. All right, I see some more alignment now with Nasdaq and the US30. On the 30 minutes, that closure in 5 minutes on the Nasdaq is insane. I'm gonna be honest. If you look at the 30 minutes.
Yeah, on the Nasdaq or US 30?
Yeah, on the 30. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Look at that wick to the upside, taking out all the liquidity up.
Oh, it's doing the exact opposite right now.
They're doing again they're doing the exact opposite again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much liquidity to the Nasdaq to the downside. And we see it like the last time. If you look back, you see that the Asia, that big move that occurred, that what happened during Asia, it could be quite funny, but maybe it happens again, because I see a lot of movement now during Asia on the Nasdaq, and it's a little bit more tiring during the London and the New York session. Like if you see that big move that we had of those big wicks to the downside, the big candles to the that's like 300 pips to the downside. Yeah,
it's insane. But the next level I want to look at for now for the Nasdaq or for the US 30, sorry, is the 35,374, 375. If that's the case here. Lorenzo, do you speak any other languages? Yeah, I speak Dutch and English mainly. I have a couple other languages, such as Indonesian, called Bahasa Indonesian, but mainly Dutch and English. I'm actually starting to lose my my Dutch a little bit right now. My Dutch is getting much worse.
Me too. Quite funny to see, actually. So used to talking English that I forget sometimes how to say it in Dutch, and I ask my mother. The Dutch word.
Bye, kamuma, blim. Yeah, I forget. I'm starting to forget a lot of Dutch words for some reason. When I'm talking with you in Dutch, right? When we're on a call together.
Yeah.
I start mixing it up a bit too much lately.
Yeah. We just say frikandel special. The ordinary Dutch. I'm from the same country as Lorenzo. So I'm originally from Rotterdam, and I moved to a different city in the Netherlands. But I'm the same as Lorenzo.
Yeah, so question mark, who's still in this trade now?
Because it's falling.
It went against us. Everything today went against us here with gold. It went up. We didn't take this one. We had the perfect trade set up ready. We took the Nasdaq indeed. Nasdaq stopped us out and is now coming back down. But hey, these things happen sometimes to me as well. You know, I'm not far from perfect, but I'm following the exact same strategy and the execution here. And that's it. That's all I can do. But yeah, that's how it works. The SPREADSHEET works, and we hold each other accountable. If you're still in though, then congratulations. Then now this is the perfect moment to take number one some profits now, and put your stop loss and break even now. So that's one. And for gold, same scenario.
You have a 30-minute closure in 2 minutes from now.
Yeah.
And now they are
don't skip my down sells wider stops. All right, great. Add a higher stop loss on the 1 hour wick. Thank you. Learn a lot from your channel now. Full-time trader 6 months. I'm an ex-military from Singapore. Kudos to the Limitless clan. I hold Nasdaq and book $200. Mate, I took $1,000 on Nasdaq.
Up 3K.
Win on that Nasdaq analysis though.
A lot of people are making
Nasdaq $200 profit. Wow.
money.
All right, as long as you guys are making the money, I'm happy. Either on gold or the Nasdaq. That's also the most important. Kevin says just got funded on the gold buy.
That's it. That's what we're doing here.
All right, you guys make me feel a little bit better.
Bro, insane. I can't wait for this week. Last week, 4 people passing that challenge. Man, this week is gonna be insane.
Absolutely. So even if I make a loss, I see that you guys can still make profit. So that's good. That's very good. It's not always gonna happen though. Just remind you guys. That's just. How to book profits? What do you mean, brother? How to book profits?
I think he means how to take partials.
Oh, how to take partials. Okay. In MetaTrader, you just click on the cross. You make sure your one-click trading is off, and you fill in the lot size you want to close, and then you click on modify and close here. Okay, but in case there are so many people still in the Nasdaq trade, let's pretend that then we're in a nice trade here. Of course, I'm stopped out. Everyone knows that. But let's just pretend that you guys are still in. Then you want to take some profits here. Now, let me look at the VIX real quick. Yeah, that's what I saw before already. This is what I liked before. This particular zone holding up here on the VIX, coming down all the way and coming back towards this particular zone, and now shooting up. So this is exactly what I was waiting for. Is the VIX bouncing here? This low created this high. We saw that pullback, and then the Nasdaq took out that high, shoot up during the New York Stock Exchange Open, and immediately reversed, came down here. For me, that was my entry right away to put my stop loss under the previous candle. But in this case right now, I would still say, okay, even though that the volatility index is breaking levels and it's looking very good, we have an hourly closure right now. So let's see where the hourly closure was. Yeah, it now comes back to this support level. So you want to take some profits here. If it breaks that level, you know, you can keep it open for a while. In my opinion, you can keep it open until this gap right here is filled, or at least the middle of this gap. But you want to 100% take some profits here. And put your stop loss on break even. Unless you have already taken out your profits and you don't care, you can keep your stop loss open. Whatever happens, you will be breaking even on your trade. But for the rest, I do believe with the volatility index looking to break out now to the upside here, we could see a push down. But in case you break even on your trade, you want to take some profits before. So be aware of that right here, right now, because you are in a confluential zone right here. Right there. And gold, same thing. Look at where gold now got rejected from. Who knows? What a surprise, right? That's that level that we were looking for. The 8-hour rejection candle here. So that's where we wanted to take that buy, and that's where you wanted to close it for sure at that level as well. Look at the 8-hour, you know exactly why that is. So if you looked at gold, then that was the level to take profits. Okay, just to clarify, I want to keep you guys updated. Did you guys take profit here?
Make sure you guys manage your trade correctly because US 30 and Nasdaq is doing the opposite again. So make sure you're taking partials, closing your position in time, and things like that.
The euro will have, if you close above here, I think that's our last shot. So our last potential new trade setup is the euro if we close above here. That will be the first closure since, yeah, practically since we came down here. So we retested this so many times, now we're breaking it. A closure above here would be a very nice confirmation for us. And I think that's the last trade we will look for today. Nasdaq, yeah, make sure you take some profits. We already talked about it. I think a pullback is likely. Like we said, we're talking about this range. Jeff just took profit on the Nasdaq and used 30 sold full positions near the low. Okay, amazing. How much do you usually take partial with 1-to-1 or after break even? 20% roughly. Yeah, the Nasdaq coming up here. So I hope you took profits right here like we talked about. Can we come down potentially, but you know, just like we said, just in case here. So I hope you guys did take some profits here. If you did, amazing. Gold, same thing. For people that entered gold here. Thomas, what are you looking at right now? Are you looking at the euro as well? Or
yeah, I'm looking at the euro as well. So for me personally, the euro has still some potential to fill up levels to the upside, levels that I think could be like resistance, right? Could be around 780 as that low that put in the high. I would say something like that would be the first target of me personally.
Are you talking about this low? Yeah.
Let me check. Yeah, I'm talking about that low indeed, yes. So that could be a target because what I do is I see this as an order block that's being reclaimed.
Yeah.
Everything that goes up is like a sort of a hedge position. So when they're going up, they're also building short positions for the future. So when they come back to that level, it could be the case that they have short positions resting at that level.
Yeah.
That's why for me it's the first target. And yeah, I'm already since the beginning of today, I'm still in a small position since London in a long position. So that's my overall target still. So I still want to see them go there.
Yeah. Yeah, for us to enter is that closure above here. And then next strong bullish wick finally pushing us up here. A little bit more power, strength.
I agree.
Wie alt bist du eigentlich? I'm not German. Dutch and German is completely different. So
yeah,
Dutch is not Dutch. Okay, I know it's confusing, but Dutch is different from German. However, I can understand it. I'm 29 years old.
A lot of people.
29 Jahre old. All right, thank you guys for the support. Let's get us to 500 likes today. I know that I lost. I know that you guys won, or some of you guys won, so I'm happy for that. But overall, if you come here consistently with us, we're winners. We are winners, okay? So you want to be joining us on a regular basis here, and thank you for the support. I truly appreciate it. And our Discord, so many new introductions as well. I want to definitely take some introductions into play here. And also, if you are new and you joined our Discord, then write a small little introduction here, or at least as much as you want to share, of course. And that will be amazing for us as well, to get to know you a little bit better. And that's what we're doing here in Discord. So join our beautiful Discord here. We have our daily setups on there as well. And of course, we have our V3 where we trade, and we have our signals are going to be shared in there. Our daily bias group saves you a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of headache, and it costs you $97. Okay, there we go. Finally, something's happening with the euro.
3 minutes until 50-minute closure.
Yeah. What are you drinking? Milk?
Yeah, milk. Full milk, actually, full milk. And it's biological as well. I don't know how much difference it has, though, I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's biological.
I've been following the community for over 3 months and believe in your talent and that of the other members have helped me improve my trading style a lot. Thank you and the community. Thank you, bro. Love it.
That's so Dutch to drink milk. That's why you guys.
Yeah, it's a Dutch thing for sure.
Yeah.
We drink a lot of milk for some reason.
I mean, milk is good to a certain amount, of course, but yeah.
Black Bull has high spread. It's not too bad, but it's not too good either around Asia. So you definitely want to avoid Asia if you trade Asia. Yeah, you see that gold facing a lot of resistance around this level right now. So for people that are still in gold or went in gold, did you close your position there? Let me know. And for the others that didn't trade and actually waited for me, or maybe even lost, don't worry, we will make it. We will make it happen next time. How many languages do you speak? Well, it depends how you want to see it. Like, I can speak a lot of different languages a little bit. And I can understand them much better than I can speak them. But if you really want an honest, fluent answer, then I would say Dutch and English.
What do you think is a good win rate for 1-to-1 R? I would say around 60, 70. It's not about like the risk to reward is definitely a big play in trading, but it's also about how can you cut your losses and things like that in the right time. crypto, then it doesn't really matter what your risk to reward is, because you're making more money overall because you know how to get out of a trade that goes against you. I don't know if that makes sense for you, Ryan, but if it does, let me know.
Yeah, Nasdaq is shooting up again. US 30. Not as strong as the Nasdaq. Can you speak Indonesian? Ya, saya berbicara bahasa Indonesia. Siap. Sedikit.
I fully agree on what you just said.
Yeah.
To confirm with you guys, I will translate it. I think he said, I love you, limitless. And let's create a bright future together. That's what he said.
Still sounds like Boule, yeah. I'm a Boule, yeah. I'm a Boule. Let me tell you the secret, yeah. Saya tinggal di Bali. EURUSD had so many chances to come down and it didn't pull the trigger. Yes, I was expecting something like this to happen, so I wanted to see. I was waiting for this resistance to be broken, and now we're kind of seeing a closure below. Above, sorry. We waiting for 12 minutes, yeah. I can count in Bahasa. Do you guys want to hear it? In Indonesian. Thomas, you want to hear it?
Of course, bro. Let me know.
I'm learning basic Indonesian.
Take it away.
Go for gold. Hey guys, go for some gold. Please thank me later. Yeah, well, this is a strong rejection point, that's for sure. But you could bounce from here. You still want to have a little bit more confirmation. Lorenzo broke count to 10. Xau Usd 345. 6 7 8 Sembayan 10. No, it's not 10. Sorry. Yeah, 10. Sorry.
So 10 means 10. Or does it...
I think so, I'm not sure. 10, yes.
Oh. Right?
Yeah.
Rafael is like you're making you're like Sululu.
No, then it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's actually very easy. 16, 17, De la Pamblas or La Pambla, something like that. Sembayan Blas.
Like I understand that.
And then it's Duapulu. Duapulu. And it keeps going and going.
Yeah, one thing I know is that our language, like the Netherlands, right, is Dutch, so not German, guys, is one of the hardest languages out there. I think, because a lot of people say it's because of the sound clangs that we make. It's actually like the sound that we make that a lot of people can't seem to get it for some reason.
No, Dutch is a very hard language.
You wanna have a little chat, like for like a second in Dutch. Let's see if people understand what we're trying to say to each other.
When you go break even, it depends on what level we break after that. So for example, for gold, it would have been, and I have to go look at the left side. So let's say we would have entered there, I would have break even the trade either after a closure, and that's one layer. But it would have probably been at the first TP, which was at 90.69. 90.68.5. If you get a funded account, how does withdrawing profits and splitting profits work? So it depends on what kind of withdrawals you're looking for. You have monthly or bi-weekly. You can decide, sometimes depends on the prop firm. There are many different ways you can take profits. You can take partials and reset your account. Or you can build and compound your account until a certain level where you are forced to take profits. But every prop firm is different, so you just have to take a look at every individual rule here. But again, how people that enter the trade took profits right at that level. Overall, I'm happy with the overall today's analysis. I'm not happy with the execution. But I'm still actually not that dissatisfied either, because we followed our rules. But not happy with the outcome of the execution. Let's put it this way. The analysis was on point there. But that's the difference. You can have an amazing analysis and you can still lose. That's something that we have to deal with and accept. Seven minutes left. How do you label your lines? Horizontal lines are not that difficult to look at. You look at, for example, potential swing points in the market. It's quite easy to spot levels on the time frame. Let's say on the 1 hour, 30 minute, 1 hour. It's not that hard to spot particular levels where you see a lot of confluence around that level. So either support or resistance. The easiest way I would teach support and resistance is by looking at swing points in the market. So a swing low, for example, a swing high, and then start looking at particular levels within that point. So this is a strong one right there. And then you work from outside in. So in this case, what you did was, okay, you look at first the swing low and the swing high. And then you look at the swing high, the swing low line, and then you work your way in. Then you're gonna go to the internal levels here. And you start looking at particular zones right there. And at some point you narrow it down and you start to see it much easier and much more. And that's a great way of doing horizontal support and resistance, is going from the outside in. From swing high to swing low to the middle pretty much. And to see from there. Do you only trade on 30 minute and why? People say that you cannot day trade on the 30 minute. But as you guys see already from a lot of trades that we have taken here, it's actually super possible to wait for the 30 minute closures and to just execute trades from there. And it removes a lot of noise while still actually going for the same targets and same... overall targets in general. So for example, for gold was quite a big move here. And when you trade momentum, so you trade with the momentum of a certain direction, it's always easier to look at the 30-minute. I think on the 5-minute we would have never entered there in general. But on the 30-minute you see clearly that it was a closure followed by a continuation. Even though the wick was not that strong there. But I think if you are new, that the 30-minute is a lot easier for you to understand. It removes a lot of noise and it still provides you with amazing risk to reward if you are patient enough for your entries. And it forces you to wait for the right closures and it forces you to be patient. That's pretty much what it is. Because you know that you have to wait for the closures. And it's the perfect hybrid. The 30-minute is, in my opinion, the perfect hybrid between medium higher and lower time frame. Oh, massive rejection there at gold. At that level right there.
Insane.
That's the exact 8-hour rejection here. So I hope that people took profits there. I really hope so. All right. Last shot is the euro. Wasn't there a giveaway on a Monday? No. We did a giveaway Friday. Oh, sorry, last stream. The stream before. If you win a trade, we might do giveaways when we win here. In TradingView, there's an indicator called Nadara Watson envelope. It works really well. Okay. We'll check it out. I'm your new subscriber from Indonesia. Keren. Terima kasih, boss. All right, last chance on the closure here. You guys are going to have a discussion in Dutch. It's Dutch. All right, Dutch is German. Dutch, yes.
Nou, Lorenzo, hoe gaat het met jou vandaag?
Lekker, man, met jou?
Ja, rustig, bro.
Nice.
We leven het leven, hè? Lekker aan het streamen.
Ja,
lekker
net een trade verloren.
Dat hoort erbij, toch?
Hoort erbij.
Jammer genoeg, hè? Ja. We verliezen om te winnen en we winnen om te verliezen.
Ja, part of the game.
Part of the game. 100%.
Do you feel pressured when trading live? No. After 200 plus or 250 plus live trades, no. It's really nothing anymore. Maybe at the beginning. when we started, but no. If you're confident in your abilities, you have the data to back everything up, then it's just, you know where, yeah, it's just part of the game. And the more trades we take, the easier it's getting automatically. Do you live in Bali for good, or you're just traveling around the world? Stay for a while, move to another. For now, I'm based here in Bali. So for now, everything is pretty based around here. But yeah, we're traveling. The reason why I'm not traveling this year is just because of the community and the live streams and everything like that. I mean, trying to combine traveling with live streaming is gonna get very tough. So I purposefully waited for a full year to just only focus on live streaming and building the community, and do this right now, and then start traveling maybe from next year onwards again. What do you think about Johan Cruyff? He played for Barcelona and also was the coach of Barcelona that won the first European Cup for FC Barcelona. A legend. An absolute legend. Absolute legend. One of our best Dutch football players ever existed. Okay, I think that's it for today. We saw a closure below, and now we're pushing up with no bottom wick on the EURUSD here. A little bit too tricky if you want to enter right now, right here, in my opinion, for the EURUSD. And yeah, we still have that selling pressure as well. If there is no bottom wick and you have that selling pressure here, usually that indicates that you're just gonna come potentially flip down again. So I do not want to take that risk here with you guys. So yeah, that's it for now. Nasdaq is holding here above this particular level. It really needs to break that level. So if you want to look for continuation to the downside, then this level is the level to break. It's practically the it's practically just this low. We have been holding up here nicely already multiple times. We have a couple, 3-4 touch points before, which is the 15,686. That's the level to break. If you zoom out, you will see that after that, there is not much happening here. So that gives us a nice potential continuation here. But that's the break, the 15,687 here. Yeah, gold right now, we might flip bearish at this particular moment. But in order to do so, we need to break initially where we came first above the 9063. That's in my opinion the sells below here. You come back into that range, and that would give us a potential scenario where you could come down, you come up, you come down, and you come back into sells from the 9062 again, and then coming back down potentially in that case. If we do flip and actually break below the 9063, so that could be entry material, and we will be sharing this probably in the charts in general when it's still happening overall. And that's it for now. If I purchase V3, why I don't have access to the daily bias? You need to activate your rule. Okay, make sure your rule is activated. Very important for you in order to do so. Okay, what is the background music that you are playing? Is it copyright free? Yes, absolutely. Okay, Thomas, thank you, brother, and thank you, fam. Thank you for the support. Over 150 new people, welcome. And also all the people in our Discord, thank you guys so much. Join us. We're growing at a very, very rapid pace here. I'm very happy with each and every one of you guys. Overall, for me it was a loss. I hope you guys made some profits here. I know many of you guys did, so that made me feel a little bit better. But just join us tomorrow again, and we will solve this matter completely. All right. So have a great day. Peace out. Thank you guys so much. And, you know, keep in mind, stay strong, stay patient, stay healthy. Same time tomorrow.
Limitless.
The future's limitless. Let's go. Bye-bye.